Now when I say why does love hurts, I don't mean all the things that have gone wrong or could have gone wrong. I mean, this song is the reason I'm making this video. And that specific line, if love's so nice, why does it hurt so much? As I was listening to this track, I was saying to myself, if we all know how deep it goes when they said energy is everything and how it works, we all would have a better understanding of ourselves. It's not even like it's something deep like physics or chemistry. If it's explained well, can be understood by anybody, and that's what I'm gonna do now. This section is very important to understand this topic, so listen up. There are 3 planes of existence, which I'm gonna show you how they affect your day-to-day life to drive my point home. Let's start with the mental plane. So let's think of it like this. Your work or school, you and some stranger had an argument, cussing. He says something that pisses you off and you guys start fight. What I'm saying is everything happens in the mind before it happens in the physical. You didn't start fighting before you get offended or start cussing before one of you make a foul comment. And only minds can decide when to act. It all comes from the mind. Let's cover the next 2 plane, the spiritual plane, otherwise known as the energetic vibration of all things in the cosmos. Yes, I bet no one tell you spiritual is a pattern of energy. Now then, let's define polarity, which means the opposite of each other. Up, down, good, bad, stars give life, black hole take life, etc., etc. Let's focus on a person to finish this analogy. Say you have an ice cream craving or a craving that makes you wanna eat vitamin C rich foods. And remember, everything is energy, so no matter what kind of food or vitamin your body wants, it's just a different form of energy. So if you're looking at it through this lens, your energetic body just talk to you by making you crave the things that you're lacking, and that's the same for love. But I'm gonna get to that, we're not there yet. But this happens a lot of areas in our life that we're not aware of. This happens when you feel sick and you wanna go to the doctor, when you have a headache, cancer. You might die if you don't address these things. So what I'm getting at here, your body talks to you, and like I said, only minds can decide when to act. It takes place in the mind before you act on it. And then we're getting to the last plane, the physical. This is easy since it's the one we're used to every day, interacting with our friends, etc., etc. So let's recap what we've gone through so far. The spirit alerts the mind decides when to act, and finally it appears in the physical. You following so far? The physical plane is the plane of the effect, not the cause. I know a lot of us think it's the cause because we interact on a physical level, but we don't use the mental plane and the spiritual plane to our advantage. But that's not what this video is about. So let's move on. Now remember when I mentioned polarity and your energetic body can send signals to your mind. Now this is the science of polarity here. Whatever you fear, you attract, and whatever you attach to, pull away from you. Let me give you an example. Craving validation. When you lack something within you, you search for it outside of yourself. Fortunately for us, unlike food and medical treatment, love and validation are intangible, abstract things that depend on how you feel, treat, and think about yourself. That's why a person can be with their significant other and still not feel loved, and you can be by yourself and feel loved and peace. So why does love hurts? I gotta bring this back up to drive this point home. You fear, you attract. You attach, it pulls away. But if you stay neutral in the middle, those desires don't have energetic charges. So whether it's on the positive side or on the negative, it doesn't bother you. If it doesn't bother you, then validation doesn't flather you. Love hurts is your inability to stay independent from external validation. And yes, love is validation. And don't tell me that it's impossible to not feel love or hate. It's just take a lot of discipline, healing, and self-trust. Just like Stoic, detach from external validation and you won't be susceptible to polarity. Watch this video on Miyamoto Musashi and understand how he did it.
The harsh truth. You get angry because you think you're entitled to control things you were never meant to control. You think the world owes you respect. You think other people should behave the way you want. You think life should be fair. Musashi would say, you are attached, and attachment is the root of suffering. Musashi trained himself to